What I enjoyed most about the project was just the whole process and team kind of fun, and posting on the Facebook of kind of like where we were in the process. I've never made a quilt before, so I've made a lot of clothes, so it was really fun to kind of combine the two. So I think just the whole process was what I enjoyed most. What surprised me most about the project was just the in-depth, well, so I picked a more in-depth pattern, so I guess all the ironing and then the sewing and then the ironing and then going back, you know, I wasn't really expecting all of that, but it ended up, once I got in the groove, it really started to become easy. So I went with the Tim Holtz fabric, mostly. I have a couple handcrafted cottons in there, but I went more with neutrals, as you can see, just because this is a more intricate pattern, so I didn't really want it to be too bright with all the different petals, and so I went more neutral, black, ivories, browns. It's still a little wild, but more in a neutral way, so I think that's really what I was looking for. So I chose the Quilt Smart Black Eyed Susan pattern, and it was very helpful with the petals, and it just made it really easy, the directions. Once you really sat down and looked through, you really kind of understood. And once I did one, you know, square here, then it really started to be easy. Like I say, you know, I really kind of got in a groove. And I really enjoyed doing a little bit more of a difficult pattern, to just kind of challenge myself. Since I do like sewing and I hadn't done a quilt, you know, I felt like I could really kind of challenge myself in this project. So the tamarack jacket pattern I felt was pretty easy. The hardest part was making the quilt, but once I got to the jacket part, it was just kind of really easy to, you know, put the sleeves on, put the sides on. That was the quickest part. I guess I'd say the binding, you know, took a little bit longer, but that's to be expected. But yeah, I think it was really simple to do, and I enjoyed, you know, making the coat. The most challenging part of the process was probably just getting started. Once you know, it's really getting into a project, but once you get going, you know, I kind of, like I say, got into a groove and really enjoyed doing it and wanted to keep working on it. And then again, the binding was a little bit more difficult, just kind of the curves, but I made it work. I personalized it to make it unique to me, really, I guess, just mixing up the different patterns throughout, making it a little bit more fun within the blocks, just to make it more interesting. But yeah, I think I mostly followed the pattern. I didn't deviate too much from, just because it was kind of a new project for me. So it was mostly within the choosing of the fabrics.